For thousands of years, land meant power. Kings fought for territory. Cities grew around valuable locations. Families built wealth through property. But in 2026, a new kind of land rush is emerging. Not farmland, not suburbs, not beachfront property. Digital real estate. Server farms, virtual worlds, tokenized property, data centers, cloud infrastructure, and blockchain-based ownership are changing how investors think about location, scarcity, and value. So the big question is digital real estate replacing physical land? First, let's be clear. Physical land is not disappearing. Homes, farms, factories, warehouses, ports, power plants, and data centers all need real locations. In fact, the rise of artificial intelligence may make some physical land more valuable. Why? Because AI needs massive data centers. And data centers need land, electricity, cooling, fiber connections, and access to reliable infrastructure. So the digital economy still depends on the physical world. In the old real estate market, location was about roads, schools, shops, and neighborhoods. In the digital economy, location can mean something different. Is there enough electricity? Is there fiber connectivity? Is the grid reliable? Can the land support cooling systems? Is it near cloud customers and AI infrastructure? For data centers, a remote field can become extremely valuable if it has power, water, connectivity, and regulatory approval. That means the digital economy is not replacing land. It is changing which land becomes valuable. The second part of digital real estate is virtual land. In Metaverse platforms, people can buy, sell, build, and trade digital spaces. These spaces can be used for virtual stores, events, games, communities, exhibitions, and digital branding. But this market is very different from physical property. A physical city has natural scarcity because land is limited. Virtual land depends on platform rules, user demand, and whether people actually spend time there. That makes it potentially valuable, but also highly speculative. The third part is tokenization. Tokenization means representing ownership or financial rights through digital tokens on a blockchain or similar digital ledger. In real estate, this could allow a building, fund, debt instrument, or property income stream to be divided into digital units. The promise is simple. Assets that were once slow and hard to trade could become easier to transfer, track, and manage. But there is a catch. A token is not magic. The real legal rights still depend on contracts, custody, regulation, courts, and the connection between the digital token and the real-world asset. Supporters of digital real estate say it can increase liquidity. In simple words, liquidity means how easy it is to buy or sell an asset. Physical property is usually slow to sell. Digital tokens can, in theory, move faster. But faster technology does not automatically create real market demand. A tokenized asset can still be illiquid if nobody wants to buy it, if regulation is unclear, or if investors do not trust the structure. So digital ownership may improve access, but it does not remove risk. The real shift is not that digital land replaces physical land. The real shift is that ownership is becoming layered. A person can own a house. A company can own a data center. An investor can own shares in a real estate fund. A blockchain token can represent rights to income, access, or usage. A virtual world can sell digital land based on platform scarcity. And an AI company can value a location not because of the view, but because of electricity, cooling, and network speed. This is the new ownership hierarchy. Land is no longer only about soil. It is about infrastructure, data, energy, attention, and code. So, is digital real estate replacing physical land? Not completely. Physical land still matters. In fact, the AI economy may make certain physical locations even more valuable. But digital real estate is changing the meaning of ownership. The new land rush is not only about acres. It is about server capacity, platform access, digital scarcity, tokenized rights, data flows, and infrastructure control. In the old economy, location meant land. In the new economy, location may mean connection. And the winners of the 2026 global economy may be those who control both: the physical ground beneath the servers and the digital worlds built on top of them.